What is going on, everyone? Broken Mike here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this week's episode of BUW. This is episode 134, part 4, and this is the go home show before next week's Chamber of Mayhem event. So if you guys have missed any of the action in the previous 3 parts, then do make sure to head on over and give them a watch. As you can see, we are going to be kicking off our final part of the show with our second of 2 championship matches this week, and it will be for the BUW Women's Tag Team Championship. We have got Rosina and Evie, the defending champions, the Broken Bloodline, and they'll be taking on Jane Barrett and Grand Ioki, representing Chaos Pact. Who's going to get the win here? Let's find out. So if you guys do enjoy this one, then do be sure to leave a like for Mike, slap any comments down below, and of course please do consider subscribing to the channel. Switch on your notifications to stay up to date with all things gaming and all things BUW.
They're here! The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. This is a big time out.
Making their way down to the ring first, the challengers. Representing Chaos Pact, Jane Barrett and Grand Ioki.
Here tonight.
And this, of course, is Chaos Pact's first opportunity to win some championship gold here in BUW. Looking to make the most of this very rare opportunity. Chaos Pact, of course, have actually been on a bit of a slump in recent weeks. But what a way to bounce back then to capture the Women's Tag Team Championship here tonight. We'll have to wait and see if that happens.
This is gonna be good. And introducing the champions, they are the Women's World Tag Team Champions. Coming up next, ladies
And their opponents making their way down to the ring, representing the Broken Bloodline, the BUW Women's Tag Team Champions, Rosina and Evie. And this, of course, is their first championship defense since winning the gold back at Christmas Massacre. And of course, as well, they've had some run-ins with Chaos Pact already. And actually defeated Chaos Pact in a ladder match to earn an opportunity for the tag titles, which they now hold. And of course, things got even better for the Broken Bloodline at the Ruthless Rumble, where they won a six-woman tag team match against Chaos Pact. Of course, who will the champions be going into WrestleVerse? Because next week at Chamber of Mayhem, we will see who will be contending for the tag team titles. It'll be between Best Frenemies and Gaming Control. Earlier on tonight we saw Corey successful in his first title defense, defending the global title against Jackson Oak. And here we go. Rosina and Jane Barrett starting things off for their teams. And Jane Barrett catching Rosina with some strikes and delivering a spine buster into a cover already. 2 count only. And that would have been a surprise there. There's a tag. In comes Grand Ioki. And looking to continue this strong start to the match as a nerve hold. And Rosina with a counter. There's a tag. In comes Evie. I think she needed it after early onslaught. She was suffering big time. A waist lock. She's got... Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Looked like a Samoan spike from Grand Ioki. Evie in a whole heap of trouble. The Broken Bloodline are struggling here. Can't seem to get anything going. The stump puller leg snap from Grand Ioki. Elbow drop to the back. Head first goes Evie. And Chaos Pact are in complete control. Oh, what a backhand. Hook at the leg. And no! 2 count only, and Grand Ioki cannot believe it. There's a tag into Jane Barrett now. Evie the roll through. Oh! Looked like a version of the Superman punch. The slam. And this could be the tide of the match that turns on its head. And Evie showing what she's made of. Look at this. Look at that submission. Jane Barrett, her head is right near the back of her foot. Look at that. Jane Barrett able to counter, but that looked devastating. Jane Barrett answers back with some body shots of her own. The side headlock. Evie tags in Rosina. A couple of kicks there and a swift clothesline. This could be it before it gets started here for the Broken Bloodline. 2 count only. And Jane Barrett cannot believe it. Oh, wait a second. Rosina with the counter. Oh, look at that roll through from Rosina. Piper's Pit. Where did that come from? Hook at the leg. And Jane Barrett kicks out at 2. And Rosina can't believe it. Evie gets tagged in. Now this is more of a contest. Oh, and Evie gets countered. Gut wrench suplex from Jane Barrett. A lock up. Evie, the kick to the midsection. And Evie, what's she doing here? Oh, there, a coquina clutch. And there's a save from Grand Ioki. But look, Evie still goes for the pin. And Grand Ioki saves the match. Evie stomping away. Jane Barrett with some body shots to the midsection. Evie a counter of her own. What's she doing here? The Yusuka cutter. And again Grand Ioki with the save. Oh, and she walks right into her clothesline, does Grand Ioki. And there is the Karafuda driver. But she's got the wrong superstar. Look at this. Chaos Pact are down. Could be out, but Evie's got to stay on the... keep her focus on the right superstar. Jane Barrett trying to get back into this. The kick into the cover. And Rosina with a save. Keeping the tag titles away from Chaos Pact's grasp, at least for now. And Rosina gets launched over the top. Knee to the face. And Evie counters. Stomp on the knee. Kick to the gut. And there's another Karafuda driver. And it's locked in. Oh, and again Grand Ioki plays party spoiler. And there goes Grand Ioki over the top. Stomping again at the arm. Hook of the leg. And Jane Barrett kicks out at 2. Unbelievable. Jane Barrett counters. Gut wrench suplex. Into the cover. For the titles, no! And Rosina saves the titles again. And it's broken down here. Grand Ioki, she gets tagged back in. Oh, what a takedown from Evie. Looked like a spear, but... I'm not entirely sure what it was, to be honest. And, oh, look at that. There's a submission. The same submission that Jane Barrett felt earlier on. Grand Ioki. Can she survive? She released the hold as Evie. Rolls her on her back. Hooks the leg. And just like that, the Broken Bloodline keep hold of the women's tag team titles. What a physical contest between these two tremendous tag teams. Looking back at this tremendous action, Chaos Pact were in complete control in the early stages before somehow Broken Bloodline found an answer. Here are your winners of the match, and still the BUW Women's Tag Team Champions, representing the Broken Bloodline, Rosina and Evie. So as of right now, the Broken Bloodline could well be going into WrestleVerse, still the Women's Tag Team Champions, but who could they face? Gaming Control or Best Frenemies. One of them two teams could potentially await. Anyway, folks, it is that time once again. And of course, as the saying goes, as Mark Henry says on AEW Rampage, well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. And this should be another banger of a match. Because this next match will feature participants that'll be competing for the Men's Intercontinental Championship inside the Chamber of Mayhem. So on, of course, one side we've got Will, the current champion, representing 2-Bit Gaming. And he's going to be teaming up with Scott Robertson. And Lucas Hackett. Of course, representing Carnage Club, I should say. And their opponents will be Cadigan, representing Cadigan Club. Hunter, representing the Experience. And last but not least, a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, TM, representing the Showstoppers.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team match. Introducing first, from Scotland, weighing in at 249 pounds, Scott Robertson.
About to enter the ring first, Scott Robertson. And this is a huge opportunity for Scott Robertson, as it will be for the other 5 superstars next week. They'll be vying to win the Intercontinental Championship.
And from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 231 pounds, Luke S.
And speaking of former Intercontinental Champions, here comes one, making his way down to the ring, representing Carnage Combat Club, Lucas Hackett. And of course, that's all we know for the time being, is that Carnage Combat Club will be coming to BUW. We just do not know who will join Lucas Hackett in this team. As of right now, Lucas Hackett looking to get back to winning ways in terms of championships. Like to win his second Intercontinental title next week. Inside that demonic structure known as the Chamber of Mayhem.
Are you guys ready?
From England, weighing in at 192 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Will.
And their partner, representing 2-Bit Gaming, the BUW Intercontinental Champion, Will. And of course, history will be made at the Chamber of Mayhem next week. For the first time in BUW history, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. And of course, Will's chances of keeping hold of that title is going to be less than 20%. But you never know. Don't ever write off the Intercontinental Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cadogan Club.
From Ireland, weighing in at 161 pounds, Wildcat.
And their opponents first, representing Cadogan Club, Cadogan. And it has not been a good night for Cadogan Club. Felix and Jamar Games fought for the #1 contendership for the next opportunity to the World Tag Team Championship, but they was unable to get the job done against the OG boys. Of course, Cadogan, he will be competing inside the chamber.
He said he'll steal the show here tonight, and he looks more than ready to deliver.
It will be I think it'll be the second time this young man has stepped inside the chamber. And it'll be the first time he'll be challenging for the Intercontinental title. He's held the UK title and, of course, the United States Championship.
And from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 226 pounds, Hunter.
And his tag team partners first, representing the Experience, Hunter. A Hunter who's been in the chamber on a few I'll say a few occasions. He's probably going to be the most experienced man inside the chamber. He's a former world champion, the first ever United States champion. Never held the Intercontinental title though. And of course, shout out does go out to Hunter. Of course, he actually won the VCW King of Victory tournament quite recently. So big congratulations to him. Of course, he'll have to cap his month off next week by winning his first Intercontinental title next week.
From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 252 pounds, T.M. Myers.
And finally making his way down to the ring, representing the Showstoppers, TM. TM, a former Intercontinental champion in his own right. Lost the championship to Will at Christmas Massacre, and then of course lost the rematch at the Ruthless Rumble, but he will get one last opportunity to win it back inside the Chamber of Mayhem next week. This should be good. So looks like it's going to be Scott Robertson and Cadigan to kick things off for their teams. And here we go. Cadigan whips into the corner. A battle of the Scottish and the Irish right here. Cadigan lands on his feet. Cadigan had a great week last week. He defeated Jack Styles 2 out of 3 falls. He won 2 straight falls over the Dark Dominator. Wait a minute, Scott Robertson with a pin attempt. Not even a 1 count, and he can't believe it. And Scott Robertson, who did compete in the chamber match last year, when the YouTube title was on the line. On a gut wrench. And there's a tag. In comes Hunter. The lock up. Bat breaker. And Hunter. Cap off his amazing week. And get another win here tonight. Going into next week's Chamber of Mayhem. And Hunter lands on his feet. And a back suplex. And there's a tag. In comes Lucas Hackett. Lucas, who has held the Intercontinental title before. And there's a tag to TM. This will be interesting. 2 former Intercontinental champions now. Michinoku driver from Lucas Hackett. Multiple rights. The kick. Oh, counter there from TM. Kick to the gut. Looking for a pump handle net breaker. Lucas lands on his feet. Multiple elbows to the midsection. Snap suplex. Knee to the face. Head first goes Lucas off the mat. Heads to the top rope. Elbow drop to the back. The first man to score a pin or submission will get his team the win. 2 count only, and TM can't believe it. Look at the Intercontinental Champion trying to play distraction, but that came back to bite him. Well, it certainly came back to bite Lucas Hackett. Oh, running knee. A stomp onto the arm. And in comes the Intercontinental Champion for the first time. And these two have been going back and forth over the last couple of months. Oh, look at this. Sunset flip. But Will opted not to go for the pin. Instead, he's just going for this particular pin attempt. Just gets a 1 count. Will heading to the top rope. Takes flight. Diving splash. Multiple right hands from the Intercontinental Champion. As we said, we'll have a less than 20% chance of retaining his title inside that chamber. And there's a tag to Hunter. And there goes Hunter, thrown over the top rope. And a knock to TM. Wait a second. Hung up onto the middle rope there to hang up the drawing. Oh, and tried the same thing with Cadogan, but Cadogan saw it coming. Head first goes Hunter. And again, look at this, another sunset flip attempt. And again, Will not going for the pin. Instead, this time he tags in Scott Robertson. Scott, a former hardcore champion. There's a future shock DDT. Will this do it for the win? No! 2 count only. A tag to Will. Oh, look, the floats over DDT. Hunter bringing Will to his feet. What's Hunter looking for here? Look out, look out. Oh, Launder. And Hunter, will he get it? Hunter escape. There's a rope break. He goes for a cover, and it's another rope break. Will's hand underneath the bottom rope. Cadogan tagged in. Lucas in illegally. And Cadogan staggers Lucas. It's broken down here. Cadogan lining up. Will, super kick. Cadogan wasting some time. Hook of the leg. Will this be enough for the victory? 2 count only, and Cadogan can't believe it. There's a tag to TM. Lefts and rights from Will. Kick to the gut. DDT. And Scott tagged back in. TM rolling out the way, or trying to. Kick to the midsection. And Scott Robertson looking for... Oh my God! A sit down last ride. The TM's arms underneath the bottom rope. Lucas tagged back in. Can Lucas capitalize here? Oh, what a spear! Almost tore TM in half. The cover. And Hunter with the breakup. Kick to the gut. A great move there from Lucas. And Lucas turning his attention to Cadogan. Cadogan hung out. Sends him to the floor. Head first goes Lucas. Tag to Hunter. Oh, look at this. Looked like the one and done between TM and Hunter. That was out of the blue completely.
What do you say? I mean,
Hunter pulling on the arm. Oh my God, what a discus lariat. Double stomp to the midsection. Follows up with a dragon screw. Tag into Scott. Swinging net breaker. Headbutt. Hook of the leg. Cadigan with the save. Will now in. Sends Cadigan to the outside. Lucas gets tagged in. It's all breaking down. Double underhook. Total carnage. Snap suplex. Raise that cover. And Lucas gets the pin for his team. Pinning Hunter. Oh, what a six-man tag we've just seen. If that's a sign of things to come next week inside the chamber, then we're going to be in for a treat, guys. What a match. What a main event. Lucas can do that to Hunter and the other four superstars. He could be our next Intercontinental Champion. But anyway, folks, here are your winners of the match. The team of Scott Robertson, Lucas Hackett, and the BUW Intercontinental Champion, Will. Hey, these three don't seem to make a bad trio. But will it be one of those three men standing after it's all said and done? We'll have to wait and see. You have to tune in next week for the Chamber of Mayhem, which you will see live on the channel. But if you have enjoyed this week's episode, guys, do be sure to leave a like for Mike, slap any comments down below, and please, guys, do consider subscribing to the channel, as it would help me out immensely. And I'm trying to get to my target of 1,400 subscribers. Anyway, folks, that is going to be a lot for this week on this week's edition of BUW. Like I said, don't forget to tune in next week for the Chamber of Mayhem event. It will be our final big event before the show of shows itself, WrestleVerse 4. So until then, guys, do take care. Have a great weekend, whatever you are doing. I've been your host for this one, Broken Mike. Good night, everybody.